Over the many months I have been in this community, some have denied that the lies have occurred despite the evidence that they have. But what really got me the most was a time in Jack's server when everybody was saying it's a private matter that Jane lied publicly. That's kind of disturbing. Jane lied publicly, yet this is somehow private. I still don't understand the logic behind that. Maybe because there is none. I feel like this community has thrown away all of their logic and sound reasoning in order to justify all of their actions. Anyone with a medium of common sense will recognize and understand that if the lies took place publicly, it is all a public matter. Not a private one, but public. Lying to an entire community on EYA's channel is a public matter. It doesn't matter how badly you want to cover up it occurred, it still happened. Over the course of all of this, I have received excuse after excuse as to why God wanted the lies to occur, why it was all okay, why it's all acceptable that Jane lied, all by people who claim to have a love of the truth. And they get upset with me when I tell them, no, you don't have a love of the truth. If you genuinely have a love of the truth, you will deal with Jane's lies instead of defending them. I have seen so many excuses for why it's okay that Jane lied on a public live stream to everybody here. And I have also seen denial of Jane's lies as well. No, Jane didn't lie. There are no lies. Lies don't exist in this community, yada yada. Insisting that the lies just don't exist when there is evidence of lies. That's not gonna convince me either. You can try to cover it up, but the truth always comes to light. And the fact of the matter is, Jane's the one who put it in the light in the first place. Jane was the one who decided to have a live stream with EYA so she could lie about 2 people in this community. That is what Jane did. So Jane is the one who put all of this in the light to begin with. Trying to put it back in the darkness won't help anybody. If you didn't want all of this out in the open, you should have discouraged Jane from having this live stream in the first place. Instead, you're trying to take something that is public and remove it from the public eye. You defend what Jane did. Or you try to sweep it all under the rug and pretend like it never occurred in the first place. The evidence is here. What happened, happened. Now it's time to clean up the mess. Instead of throwing away logic and common sense in order to say that what happened publicly equals a private matter, it's time to clean up the mess in a very public way. So, I will invite you to invite logic and reasoning back into the discussion instead of trying to keep them out of the house where you don't want them. Logic and common sense dictate that since it happened publicly, it is indeed a public matter. No amount of saying, but it's private, will help anybody. No amount of saying, but it never happened, even though there is evidence that it did, will help anybody either. If you would rather be logicless and then wonder why I don't believe you, I mean, you're free to do so, but it will only lead to worse things down the line for everybody, and also a larger mess for the community to clean up. I will see everybody in the next video. Thank you for watching.